What's going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope we're doing well. Now, guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, mainly because this is a mechanic patch, a lot of the stuff, and it's going to be hard for me to actually show you some of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to link the developers video down below, because I think they did a pretty good job of showing exactly what's happened. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here, because it's pretty awesome. Scum's coming along quite nicely, in my opinion. There could be certain things in certain areas that could be changed, and, you know, they could be a lot better than what they are. Now, recently, we've got so many buildings around the map right now. So many buildings, but most people don't really want to lock them up because they're just getting lockpicked. Nice and simple, right? So before I quickly talk about the engine, I just want to show you something. This is going to be a bit random, this video, but this is all going to be about this patch. So basically, if I look at the door here, you would have noticed that you can, obviously, put locks in with fame and stuff like that too. Now, if you remove one of the locks, you can put the fame in and then just remove the lock like that. And then, if you want, you can just put it straight back in the slot right there. Now, there's another item here which you will see in your crafting menu, which will be down here, which I'm pretty sure is the engineering. Here, lock protection, a security system for locks. Now, if you actually look at it, it's got the batteries and a load of other stuff that you can use with it too. It's actually a security system, so if I wanted to, let's say I've crafted a few here, you can just place them in like this, or you can put 1 and 2 locks. I haven't really experimented with more than one of these. Can you actually take these out? You can remove the lock protection, so you can actually take them out and go and put them in something else, which is great with the locks as well, because if I remove the, not lock protection, if I remove the enforced lock, you can see there that I can just go and whack that in, like, you know, I could just go and change it if I'd like and put it in the car. So a lot of the fame stuff isn't really wasted. So I could just lock the car like that, lock it, right click it to remove the lock again, and boom, sorted. Now, that's something that's really annoyed me over the last year or so, is that the buildings weren't getting enough love. The doors, the door protection weren't getting enough love either. Now, it's actually pretty cool, because if you try and lockpick these, now considering that the lockpicking system's a lot harder, and the lockpicks themselves, you know, they will only last a certain amount of time before they snap. So if you actually have one of these lockpick security system things, you will see that when they're trying to lockpick it, they're going to get electrocuted. So it's going to be a massive deterrent, but obviously over testing, we're going to see sort of, you know, how this goes. I'd love to sort of see how that system will run. Now, that's one part of the patch there, guys. That's one part there. Now, what I wanted to say was about the 4.24 engine. Now, they've gone up 4 versions of this, and there's a few things, like right now I can't change my depth of field quality. It doesn't matter what happens. I can't blur the background out, and I quite liked it like that, because some of the background textures look a little bit iffy when they're really far away, so I kind of like to have that blur there. But they're going to be able to do a lot more with this engine, especially the client side and server side for the CPU. It's actually a lot easier on the systems, and it's a lot better on the GPU client side as well. So basically, our CPUs and GPUs are taking less of a hit. Now, there was a lot of issues with the RAM before. Now, just want to bear in mind, I know there's not much going on in this video, guys. Like I said, the video will be down below that you can watch after this video is finished, and you can go and check that out. But there's a few things I wanted to talk about in regards to spawn on squad system. I really didn't like that, and that was something that really did deter players away as well. That was something that deterred the players away from the game, because they were like, hold on a minute, I'm a solo player, I'm going up against a squad. Every time I kill a player, basically what's happening is a solo player's killing his friend, and his friend's just spawning back into the fight over and over again until they run out of fame. Then they're getting random spawns. But now, if you basically, what it is, and it's all in the patch notes down below as well, guys, along with the video. I want you to go read everything, because I'm not going to say it all here on the video. But basically, with the coma stuff, if you were to get shot and you went down a ton of health and knocked out, you officially go into a coma. Now, if your friend's alive, he can basically revive you. It's literally as simple as that. They can literally revive you. So that's one feature, but you'll see more in that other video. The vehicles as well. Vehicles will now have exterior damage to them. The more you damage them, obviously the health will go down in the car as well. So you can see on the bottom right hand corner, you've got health, fuel and battery. So the lower the health, basically the more mashed up the car is going to look. that's something pretty cool. But I think there's a lot more to go with the cars, like blowing out the tyres, even the glass and stuff like that. You know, but it would be really cool to see some other vehicles in the game as well. You know, we've only got the SUV, the pickup, and the quad bike at the moment currently. And there were talks about a bike and a motorcycle as well. Maybe even what was it? What was the other? I can't remember what what I was going to say now. Terrible. I'm ad-libbing this, guys. This is all coming off the tongue here. So, all rolling off the tongue. Now, if we were to go down to the airfield, the mechs have been major janky for a little while, right? I think we can all agree that they have been pretty janky at the moment. So I think they've actually fixed them in terms of what they should be doing. So currently, the mechs should tell you to halt or stop, and they tell you to put your hands up, and they give you some time to get the hell out. Now, basically, that hasn't been happening. What's been happening is, recently, since before this patch, was they would tell you to stop, put your hands up, and then they'd just shoot you in the face, which isn't good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the mech's attention. I'm going to put my hands up. Now he's told me to go, so I'm going to use that opportunity to get the hell out. So you can see he gives you a lot more time than he did before to get out of there. Now you can see that that system is currently working compared to obviously before as well, because there wasn't much that was working with the mechs before. They were walking over buildings, going through buildings, standing on top of buildings, and shooting through walls as well. But this is all still to be tested, guys. This is something that's all to be tested as well. I wanted to sort of get into a bit of a discussion about a few things on this video in particular, because like I said, I want you guys to go check out the other video down below, because they've done a much better job than I have with showing them the actual mechanics as well, because I haven't got a second player to sort of help me here. So I'm just literally mainly discussing about everything that's going on here too. So the lockpick minigame has changed. That has changed slightly as well. So when someone tries to lockpick your door and it has the lock protection on, each fail the person will be shocked, and it will take 1.5% damage if they fail it. Now, eventually, if they're going through 60 to 100 to 200 locks, that will kill them. So I think that's going to be a big deterrent, and I think players will eventually start going back to, you know, maybe using the IEDs and stuff like that. Now, there is a load of QOL stuff, guys. There's a load of QOL stuff, quality of life, spike traps, and a few other things that I think you guys should check out as well. Obviously, the optimizations, the QOL additions, and some other bits and bobs that I think you guys are really going to enjoy as well. So, mainly in this patch, we had the new revive system, which is taking away the spawn on squad, which is a big deal, guys. Massive deal. Because for solo players, that is just going to be a lot easier. So if you're firing at a squad, they can't revive their friend because they're getting fired upon. So you need to lay down some heavy fire, keep them occupied so they don't revive their friend back. And then his friend's going to have to go random spawn or wherever he spawns back to. The vehicle damage and the sentries as well, and the lockpick minigame and the lock protection that we went through at the beginning of the video too. So, guys, I really do hope that you sort of had a little bit more of an insight with this. There's going to be a lot of stuff, I think. I've got a feeling there's probably going to be a lot of bugs with this new engine that they're going to have to fix. And hopefully we'll see the metabolism system later on at some point. Now, Scum will be going to 0.4 very soon, and 0.4 will start implementing the AI as well. How far down the road that is, I don't know, but we are very, very close. They are very, very close to that point, so I'm very excited about that. And also, at the end of the video, you will see some leaks. At the end of the dev video down below, you'll see the leaks as well for the ghillie suit, and which looks like a sort of ghillie wrap that you can wrap around a sniper, like a ghillie sniper, which is pretty cool. Which reminds me of the old army days. You know, everyone loves a ghillie suit, and I think ghillie suits are very popular. There's not enough in this game to differentiate characters. I still personally think that so many people in the game look very similar, and I do think a lot more clothes and stuff have to be put into the game. But guys, I really hope you do enjoy the video, and as I said, this is always a time for discussion. So I hope you did enjoy it. And I'll leave the links down below for you guys to go check out. So much love, peace out, and I'll catch you guys on the stream tomorrow from 4 till 10 PM UK time on this channel. Catch you then, guys. Peace out.